Good afternoon, all. Am I audible and the screen is visible or not? Just confirm in a chat box. Okay, fine. So, what we have seen in the last lecture, we have seen eigenvalue and eigenvectors, how to find out that, right? And also we have seen, we have started, I think, a diagonalization of a matrix, right? Diagonalization of matrix, and in that one we have seen the procedure of that one. That means how to find out the diagonalization of matrix, fine? So suppose diagonalization is also depend upon what eigenvalues and eigenvectors, right? So first step of that one is what? To find out the eigenvalues and eigenvectors that we have seen, right? This flow chart you can remember. So this is what A is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Suppose I will be having the eigenvalues what? Lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. Corresponding eigenvectors you are supposed to find out x1, x2, x3. Then you need to construct a one that is a matrix which is called a model matrix, right? x1, x2, x3. Now you need to find out P inverse of that, either of the method you know. Then you have to find out P inverse AP, and if it is having what? A matrix diagonal, which elements, diagonal elements are nothing but what? Your eigen values. Then we can say that it is what? Diagonalizable matrix, right? So you can write that one. Now we have seen one example. We have started that example. Just we'll go through that one quickly. I have given you to find out the eigenvalues and vector. I have already told you these are the eigenvalue 2, 3, 3, repetitive, right? And we have also seen if eigenvalues are repetitive, how to find out eigenvectors. Now eigenvector for that, anyone? Have you found out that eigenvectors? Anyone? Yes, Devendra, only one student has found. Anyone else? Yeah, Devendra, what is that? X1, X2, X3?
Ma'am, for lambda equals
2,
we are getting y and z equals 0 and x is free.
3.
Free, F-R-E-E.
Okay. So it should be some value. It's not a free. You have to consider it. For say example, we'll take a 1, right? So your
Okay, ma'am.
matrix, yes, your, okay, you can mute yourself. That is what? 100. You will get that what? 100. Fine. Free variable is that, but consider it, suppose it is having the value what? 1. Fine. So that way. X2 you will be having -201. X3 you will be having 010. Fine. So in this way it can be there. Now P is what? X1, X2, X3. P is nothing but x1, x2 and x3. So you have to go in that way. So this is my matrix P. Now next step is what? Just to solve D equal to P inverse AP. You can do that also, or you can find what? In some book it will be given like just you need to prove what? PD equal to AP. Then also fine. If it is supposed to be like that, fine. So ma'am, x2 and x3 won't be same. No, it's not supposed to be same. They are going to be different one. We have seen yesterday uh, the method if eigen values are same. So how to find out the eigen vectors? Same method you need to follow, right? Same method you need to follow. In that word, two variable will be there. You have to assume that variable. Say example K1 and K2, right? Just I'll show you that slide once again. Yeah, this one. See, just yeah, this is. So you need to calculate in this way. See this. For 1 1 we have solved. Now you have to solve for 3 3. So in that way you will get one equation or two equation whatever. In that one assume the value of two variable and according to that find out the third one. And after that you have to put that value in what? K1 plus K2 and whatever the matrix. Okay, vector matrix is that column vector is supposed to be that you need to consider as a two different. So in that one you will get two different vector x2 x3, fine, in that method. Okay, now what we are going to do? D equal to P inverse AP. You can solve this way also. PD equal to AP. or either you will find out the inverse. Both will be same one. So have used this one, PD, just multiply two matrix that you know, right? This one, this row will multiply with this column, so here you will get 2. Again this with this, so here you will get -6, right? So in that way you will be there. How we found D? D is what? D is a matrix that I told you yesterday. D is a matrix, diagonal matrix. Here lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, right? So that is what? 2, 3, 3, because our eigenvalues are 2, 3, 3. You can see here. Fine? Clear? 2, 3, 3. Otherwise, P inverse AP, multiply this 3. Okay? And if you will get this matrix, then you can also select. So it may be asked in either of the way. You can calculate in any way. Fine? D is a diagonal matrix which diagonal elements are nothing but an eigenvalue. Fine? So in this way, you can calculate what? Diagonalization of matrix. In the same one another concept is normally asked in an exam. That is what? The concept of orthogonally similar matrix. So just same procedure is there. Just you need to do what? You have to find out the orthogonal. That means what? Suppose there are two matrix A and B are there. They are square matrix, right? Now B is said to be orthogonally similar to the matrix A if there exists orthogonal matrix P such that B equal to P inverse AP. Same procedure is there, but the thing is what? Here how to find P inverse or what is that model matrix P. So to calculate a P, this note you need to read out. Orthogonal matrix P, each element of eigenvectors is divided by its length. That means what we are going to do here, whatever the matrix you will be, the eigenvector is there, the eigenvector you need to calculate the length of that. You need to divide all element of P, okay? All element of P, it is divided by length. And then after whatever matrix you will be having, this is called a P matrix. Now, whenever it is orthogonal matrix, whenever there is an orthogonal matrix, the orthogonal matrix inverse is always a transpose of that matrix. So you can find out this PT. So now whenever it will be asked orthogonally, you need to solve what? PT AP. Otherwise, you have to solve what? P inverse AP. Just only one difference is there. If you read the definition, it will be not clear to you. But just remember this one. Find out the length. Okay, step 1 is what? Step 1 is find out the length. Then step 2 is what? Divide all element with what? Length. And after that, there is your final P matrix. Then P inverse equal to nothing but a transpose of P. Just this 4 step you need to remember if there will be asked what? Orthogonally similarity matrix. Fine. Step 1 length. Step 2 division of all elements with that length. Then third is what? After division, whatever the answer will be there, that is your model matrix P. And then find out P inverse, that is nothing but a transport of P. Fine? Okay. Some students have not joined in a format, so kindly join with the format. Rename it quickly. Fine? Rename quickly. Otherwise, I'll remove Arlene. 49 number, I think, right? Fine? Okay. So now we'll see the example for that one. See, determine a diagonal matrix orthogonally similar to the real symmetric matrix, that is this. Okay. Also find the model matrix. So see, remember the name is also there. Model matrix, that means P matrix. Fine. So same way you need to consider characteristic equation. Characteristic equation is what? A minus lambda I equal to 0. Same for the eigenvalue, eigenvector you are finding. First step is what? To find out the eigenvalues. So use this one. We have discussed yesterday, right? Now, S1, S2, S3. S1 is what? Sum of diagonal element. Fine. S3 determinant. And S2 means what? Minor of all elements, right? Addition of minor of elements. Fine. So in that one you need to calculate. So S1, S2, S3 is this. I have written directly. You need to calculate in an exam. Just I want to show what diagonal, orthogonally asked. Then you need to specify 4 steps, that length and all, right? So you can see lambda is what 0, 3, 15. Your lambda, that means what eigenvalue. Eigenvector are this one. Okay, in exam you have to find out this. You have to show all the steps. Now, the step 1 for the orthogonally, that is what? Length of the eigenvector x1. So length of x1 is what? That is nothing but what? Under root square of all the elements. That means 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. So that is what? Same as the x2, that is 2 square plus 1 square plus minus 2 square. Okay, what is the value for that? Just calculate it. 2 square minus 2 square, 1 square. Answer for this is 8 plus 1, 9. So it would be 3. Here also same thing, 3. And here also 3. So the length of x1, x2, x3 is what? 3. Now next step is what? Whatever your the model matrix. Normally model matrix is what? P is x1, x2, x3. But now in orthogonally, the P matrix would be what? Whatever the elements of x1 are there, that is 1, 2 and 2, will be divided by length of the this. What we can say a 3, right? So now your element of P would be what? First is a x1, so it would be 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3. Clear? If you are writing x2, so it is 2 by 3, 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3. So in that way, you need to calculate your model matrix, compulsory, right? Now, so this I have calculated here, right? Normalize eigenvector. That is called what? Normalize eigenvector. Otherwise, it would be only eigenvector. But you divide it by length of particular eigenvector. So it will call what? Normalized eigenvector. Now P model is built from the normalized eigenvector. So you can see here, this is 1 by 3, 2 by 3 and 2 by 3. Fine. Now, next step is what? P inverse. So if the orthogonal matrix you are finding P, because you are using what? Normalized eigenvector. So your P inverse would be nothing but what? Transpose of that matrix. So you can see this is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 2 by 3. This I have written as a row. Fine. So it is what? A transpose of a matrix. Now again, whenever orthogonal is there, normally D equal to what? P inverse AP. But now in orthogonal, P inverse is nothing but what? P transpose. So P transpose AP. So in this diagonalization, in this way, two way, the exam in exam it can be asked. Either it will be asked what? To check the matrix is diagonalizable or not. Otherwise, prove that D equal to P inverse AP. Otherwise, it will be asked what? Orthogonal, right? So in this 3 way, it can be asked. Okay, fine. Any doubt? Okay. Now, the next topic, or we can say the last topic of the matrix, that is Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So Cayley-Hamilton theorem is mostly used for what? To find out the inverse. Sometimes it will be asked to find out the inverse. Sometimes some equation is given and you will be asked to solve that equation. So that is the thing. Now, the Cayley-Hamilton is nothing but it's a one statement only. So that statement is what? Every square matrix A satisfy its characteristic equation. Every matrix A satisfy its characteristic equation. Now what is the characteristics equation? That is what? A minus lambda I equal to 0. That is our characteristic equation. Now what this statement wants to say, that means, suppose I will be having a matrix, say A equal to 3 by 3. So for A equal to 3 by 3, my characteristic equation is something like that. I'll write a common form. That is what? Lambda cube minus s1 lambda square plus s2 lambda plus, or minus s3 equal to 0. and you are supposed to find S1, S2, S3, right? So Cayley-Hamilton tells what? This lambda will be replaced by a. Lambda will be replaced by a. So this is the statement of Cayley-Hamilton theorem. This is a statement. So just lambda will be replaced by what? A. Now here there is nothing, so you can multiply with what? Identity matrix. Fine. So in which way in the exam they'll ask? Verify the Cayley-Hamilton for given matrix. So what you need to do? You need to write down the characteristic equation of a matrix. The matrix either can be 3 by 3 or it can be 2 by 2 or 4 by 4, whatever. Now, in that one, you need to find out characteristic equation. What is the procedure that I am telling? And after that, you need to find out what is it satisfied or not. So for that, you required a cube. So you need to calculate first what? A square using a into a. Then you need to calculate a cube. A you are having, I you know. So you have to start with LHS. LHS is this, right? A cube minus, and you have to verify it. That means after calculation of this, if you will get your 0, then you can say that the Cayley-Hamilton is verified. Fine. Once one it will be asked in this way. Second, it will be asked what? Find out the A inverse using Cayley-Hamilton. Find out the A inverse using what? Cayley-Hamilton. So how you will find out the A inverse? That is also we will see, right? So mostly in this two way. And third one is some equation is given, that will also see and solve that equation. So three type of example can be asked in an exam in Cayley-Hamilton theorem. First we will start with the simple one. That means what? Find the characteristic equation. See, here it is asked what? Only find the characteristic equation. It is not asked that verify. So no need to verify it, right? Just what? Find the characteristic equation of this matrix. And hence find out the representation of this equation in terms of what? Matrix. Any doubt in this? Any doubt, anyone? Cayley-Hamilton, how it is supposed to be done? Just a minute. Okay. Anyone, any doubt? I think someone has raised the hand. Yes, Devendra, anything? Devendra? Okay, fine. If you are having doubts, just write down into the chat box. Fine. Then just find out the characteristic equation and solve this in terms of matrix, right? So for first, simple A minus lambda I equal to 0 characteristic equation. Then solve of this. Now you will find S1, S2 and S3 like this. So you need to follow the same procedure as we have follow in the eigenvalues, right? But not to find eigenvalue here. Just find out the characteristic equation. In that, Cayley-Hamilton says what? Instead of lambda, it will be replaced by what? A. So you can see that by Cayley-Hamilton theorem, a cube minus 5a square. Okay, here it was a mistake. Here it should be a square. Then 7a minus 3i. So this is Cayley-Hamilton theorem characteristic equation. We have not verified it, right? But this is the characteristic equation. Clear? Now, hence find out this or represent this in terms of what? This one. So what we are going to do? This is, we will use this characteristic equation to solve this. This is the main purpose. This characteristic equation 1 will be used to solve this. So how we are going to do that will be in the next slide. So this is what I'll just change the color. So see, a raised to 8 minus 5a7. Okay. So we are going to try to take some common thing from this equation. So we can build our characteristic equation. This is our characteristic equation, right? So what? From the given whole equation, we'll try to take some common part and we'll try to convert it into what? The characteristic equation. Take a A5 as a common. So we will be having what? From this A5 common up to this. So you will be having this. Fine. Any doubt into this? Any doubt? Then you can write down in between in a chat box. Fine. Now this A4. So what? Just take a A common. Then you will get what? A cube. Next this. So minus 5A square. Now here what? Sorry. Here it's 8A square. But we want what? 7A. Listen carefully. We want what? 7A. So what I'll do? I will just divide this into what? This 8A square will be divided into 7A square plus A square. So, okay, 7A square plus A square. So 7A square I'll take in this equation to take a common. And 1A square remaining that I have written here. Fine. Why we are doing this? To build a characteristic equation. Next is what? Minus 2A. Next is what? Minus 2A. But what we want at that time? Here it's a minus 3I. I identity matrix. So A into I, it will become A only, right? So what I'll do, this 2A will be written as a minus 3I plus I. Fine. Minus 3A, or you can say plus this. Sorry, it's not a, it's a I, right? A, sorry. Yes. Okay. So minus 2A, that will be written as a minus 3A plus. So minus 3A I have considered here, and 1 plus A I have right here. I'll make a circle for this common. Fine. So I have built what? My characteristic equation. And whatever the remaining, write down at the last. That means what? 1A square from here, 1A from here, and 1I. This is already there. I, right? It is there only. Fine. Okay. Any doubt in this step? Any doubt in this step? Just write down yes or no in a chat box. I'll come to know. Fine. Okay. Any doubt? Just a minute, I'll check. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, no doubt, fine. So, this is the thing, right? Now, what is supposed to be done? This is taken. This is my two equation. I'll take common out this. A cube minus 5A. Here it should be A, right? By mistake, A. So, 5A square plus 7A. Minus 3I, and in bracket this is a raised to 5 and a, and this is last one that was there. Now from equation 1 you can say this will become what? 0. Now 0 into anything 0, so our equation would be what? A square plus a plus I. Fine. Now we need to represent this thing in a what? Matrix. So we are not going to find out a raised to 8 and all thing, right? What we will do? We'll simplify it and then we will find out. So now it is what? A square plus a plus I. So a square, how to find a square? We are having a, so a into a. So just multiply this two matrix. So you will be having what? Your a square. Okay. Any doubt? So this multiplication you should know, right? Now, yes. Okay, fine. Then a square plus a plus I. So whatever answer of a square, 544,010,445, that I have written. Plus a and plus this. Just do the addition of respective element. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. Fine. This 4, 1, 5. So it would be 5. So in that way, just do the addition. So we can say what? The representation of this equation in matrix is this 855. So one way that will be asked in this way. Just find out the characteristic equation of this matrix by Cayley-Hamilton and solve this or represent this in matrix form. Another way or use of Hamilton is what? Cayley-Hamilton to find out the A inverse. To find out the A inverse, we'll see the next example. Yeah. Determine the A inverse by using Cayley-Hamilton theorem and also find this one. Again, this type of equation, right? Okay. Now, this is my given matrix A. Same procedure you need to follow up to what? Cayley-Hamilton. That means what? Characteristic equation. So this is my, I have written also S1, S2, S3. I have write direct equation of this matrix, characteristic equation, right? Now by Cayley-Hamilton, lambda will be replaced by A. So this is my equation 1. Any doubt up to this? One matrix is given, characteristic equation, that is what? Lambda cube minus S1 lambda square minus S2 lambda minus S3. In that one, you have to find out S1, S2, S3. S1, that means what? Sum of diagonal element, right? So 1 minus 1 plus 5. So it is 5. So I have written directly S1 is what? 5. Same way you need to go in that way, fine? Now, see here, sometimes determinant, sometimes listen, S3 that means what? Determinant of A. So if you will found 0, then directly you can write that the A inverse is not possible. Fine. If your determinant is supposed to be 0, you can't find A inverse. So no need to write down the other thing. Now, Cayley-Hamilton theorem, our characteristic equation that we got this, right? A cube minus 5A square minus A plus 37I. Now, it will be what? Find out the A inverse. It is. So, to find out the A inverse, see how to find S1, S2 and S3 that I have explained in previous lecture also. So revise that video of eigenvalue and eigenvector. Fine. S2 is nothing but what? S2 is a minor of addition of minor of diagonal element. Addition of minor of diagonal element. I'll just explain one. This is first diagonal. So what is the minor of this? This is minus 1, 4, 1, 5. So S2 is what? Minus 1, 4, 1, 5. Okay, I'll explain. Plus the other is what? Diagonal is this. Circle I have done. So cancel out this column and this row. So remaining is 1, 2, minus 2, 5. 1, 2, minus 2, 5. So in that way you have to find out the what? S2. Fine. Okay. Now, determine to determine the A inverse. To determine the A inverse, we need to first show what? That the whatever the statement is given by Cayley-Hamilton is verified or not. That means what? First we need to check that. So if we'll found that is satisfied, then and then we go for what? A inverse. So first step is what? Verification. So this is my Cayley-Hamilton statement. To solve this statement, I required A cube, A square, right? So first I'll find what? A square. So A square that means A into A. A cube that means whatever A square you have found into A. So this matrix you will get. Now, you have to write down all the matrix in this equation. A cube. So A cube is what? This is. Sorry. This. Minus 51, 13, 122, minus 40, minus 13, 84, minus 62, minus 993. Minus 5A square. So minus and 5 and with the A square. Then minus A and plus 37I. So plus 37 and I, that means identity matrix of the size whatever A is having. That is 3 cross 3 identity matrix. Fine. Now you need to solve this equation. Now you need to solve this equation. That means what? Minus 51. This is 5 into 3, 15 plus 15 minus 1 plus 37. So you will get your first answer. Fine, first element, that means. So in this way you can solve the example. Any doubt? So if it is, you will get all the zero. That means what? You can say that the characteristic equation is satisfied. And if characteristic equation is satisfied, then and then you can go for the A inverse. So now we will find A inverse. This is a little bit lengthy procedure. So just remember the step. Now to find out the A inverse, we will use what? Characteristic equation. Characteristic equation that you know. In that one, multiply both sides with A inverse. Here there is no inverse. So what we will do? We will multiply both sides by what? A inverse. So it is A square minus 5A minus I plus 37 I inverse equal to 0. Now all the values are moved this side. Okay. A inverse equal to what? Minus 1 by 37 into equation, whatever it was remaining. Fine. Now you will be already having A square A. So just put those value into this. So whatever matrix you will get, that is called A inverse. Fine. That is called what? A inverse. So using Cayley-Hamilton theorem, you can find out in this way. Okay. First you need to find out what? Characteristic equation. Then you need to check the characteristic equation is satisfied or not. And then go for finding the A inverse. To find out the A inverse, multiply both sides by A inverse. So two types of example we have seen in Cayley-Hamilton. One is what? Solve some equation. Second one is what? To find out the A inverse. Okay. And also it may be asked verify. Okay. Verify the characteristic equation. Now, the other thing was what? In the same example, that was what? This, which find out this one. This a raised to 8 minus 5a7 plus a6 minus 37a5. So you can see that whatever the equation is given to you, that characteristic equation is of the same form. See here there will be a 37 is there. So here also you will get 37. Fine. Okay. Any doubt into this? How to solve this equation? How to find out A inverse and how to verify the characteristic equation using Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Okay. Any doubt into this? Anyone? Anyone? Just write down into the chat box if you are having doubt. Okay, fine. So now we'll see this one last step, right? A raised to 8. Okay, just we'll go for this. Yes. A raised to 8 minus 5a7, this equation. Now what? Our characteristic equation is this. So we will try to do some thing as a common and we'll try to build this, right? So a raised to 5 common, again the same procedure, a cube minus 5a square plus, just a minute, minus a. Yes, here it should be, I think, a plus a minus a plus a6 is there, or just a minute. Okay, plus a raised to 6. I'll just verify in this one. So it would be what? Minus. Okay. It should be here minus only, right? Because then and then we'll get that kind of thing. So maybe there was my mistake to write down in the sign only, right? Minus a. Here it's always a square. Yes, here it should be a minus, right? Minus a square. So this is the thing, minus a plus 37i. See this. You will take a5 as a common. So don't write directly what? A 37, right? With that, just write down what? This one. Here also some mistake because the sign was not changed, right? I have just doing a copy paste. So in that one, this sign was not changed. That should be a plus 37, right? Plus 37. Now it would be a common one. Again, from the remaining one, take a as a common. So here it's a 4. So a cube minus 5a square. Now here it should be what? 3a square. So what? Here I want only a. So what I have done in this in that step, I have take a common one. I have divided it into some part, right? So I'll get my answer into that. Fine. Now this was the remaining thing. Now what you need to do? Just take this thing as a common into a5a minus this. So you can see that this is nothing but what? A 0. Using what? Equation 1, or write down using characteristic equation. So now you will be having this minus 2a square minus 23a plus 3i. Now in that one, just put the value of what? A square, a and I. We have already found a square for satisfying what? The characteristic equation, right? So just use this a square. Minus 3, 2, 24, minus 8, 5, 16 to calculate those things. Okay. Minus 2a square. So multiply with 2 and then you need to do the calculation. That means what? This equation you need to solve. Okay. So this is about what? Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Okay. Now any doubt into this? Anyone? Any doubt? And in this I, 3I, you have to write what? Identity matrix. You have to write what? Identity matrix. Okay. Any doubt into this? Cayley-Hamilton in today's topic, or diagonalization of a matrix, orthogonal, right? Any doubt? Okay. So this is about the what? The matrix, right? We have covered what in a matrix? Basic concept of a matrix. Then we have gone for what? Anyone? Basic concept of a matrix. Then we have seen what? Anyone? After basic concept, what we have seen in a matrix? Which topics we have covered in a matrix in this 4 lectures, right? Okay, REF, yes. Row echelon form, that is also important one. And then what? REF, yes. Then another one is, yes, reduced row echelon form, that is RREF, right? So REF, RREF. So in that one, you have to remember the 3 properties are there of RREF, right? And sorry, REF. And for RREF, one extra property will be added. So 4 properties is there in RREF. Yes. Then we have seen what? Yes. The how to find out the rank of the matrix. Yes. How to find out the rank of a matrix. Yes. So that is also using both REF and RREF. Fine. Then we have what? Inverse of matrix by Gauss-Jordan. Inverse of a matrix by Gauss-Jordan, right? Then solution of equations. Solution of equation, again 2 method, Gauss elimination and Gauss-Jordan. And today's topic is Cayley-Hamilton and diagonalization and orthogonal. So these are the thing in matrix, right? So we have completed this chapter today. Yes. From next chapter lecture, we'll start what? A multiple integration. So is there any doubt in a matrix? Anyone? Fine. So solve some more examples of this one, eigenvalue and eigenvector, Cayley-Hamilton, because it's a lengthy one, right? So just do practice of that. In next lecture, we'll start with the multiple integration. Fine? Okay. Fine. Now you can leave. Okay. Thank you.